Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Star Series Season 3. I'm here, Lysander, with Mike Loris, my co-caster, and we are going to be playing at Finem versus NaVi, or rather, we are going to be watching Finem versus NaVi played out in a best of 2. I'm excited for this match, and I hope you are as well, Mike. Did I unmute everything right? Yes, I did. Welcome to the game.
See, as excited as I am, I don't think I can match your excitement. I mean, I do want to see NaVi, but I'm a little bit more excited about just like casting at Finem again. I used to cast them like
but listen, NaVi has been like in the sidelines for so long, and they're a brand that's always been a fan favorite. You know, at Finem are great. They recently got really good results, so definitely a team I want to see going forward for sure. And I'm pretty familiar with them by now. But it's also cool to see how NaVi's new lineup works for them. You know, I did see some of the highlights, but then again, you know, gotta give them a little bit of slack. They did play against some of the better EU teams like Liquid, so yeah. And being a more newly formed squad, you'd expect the results in the beginning to just be shaky to straight up bad. So I mean, that's to be expected, right? Like that's just going to happen. They are going to force out a ban of the Magnus. I think it was Dendy who played it in one of their last series in this tournament. I don't really remember who it was, but they definitely played it with Lifestyle. I remember that. But grabbing Shadow Fiend Rubik as the start, opting to leave the Luna in the pool, and for Finem, Darkseer and Slardar. So already we have what looks like maybe a dual lane, but at the very least it's probably going to be a supporty oriented Slardar. Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see how a Dandy Shadow Fiend will hold against a opposing hero, but we'll definitely have to see how the whole team gels as a squad. I did see them pick Chaos Knight the other day for PyCat. Didn't work too well, but you know, it's still interesting to see new heroes being picked and given a shot at from time to time. You know, never want to see Luna and Slaughter every game, but we get Slaughter this game, and we get a Darkseer as well, a very deadly dual lane as well, usually offset by something like a Juggernaut that can heal out the harassment. So I wouldn't be too surprised if a Juggernaut does get picked up here.
For NaVi, I would also not be surprised to see a little bit of a kind of a defensive save type hero. I think they ran a Dazzle with a Shadow Fiend last time I saw them, with that, might have been with that lifesteal that I was talking about, but maybe not. I don't really know. But having a support type hero up against a blinking Slardar who's gonna have an Ion Shell on him is going to be quite nice for the NaVi side if they really want to go that defensively. Like, protecting your Shadow Fiend is very important. Rubik is not really a hero that can do that. Like, lift up Slardar after the crush is not the worst thing in the world, but you could certainly do a hell of a lot better. They're going to get a Beastmaster, and that is some sort of way to keep your Shadow Fiend safe by always having the initiative in those fights. Just starting the fight off with the roar usually means
and the vision is good
going
too.
To be in the back.
The vision is really good for scouting out the sneaky Slaughter jumps and stuff. I really like it. It's a very NaVi hero, actually. The NaVi always prioritize tower fighting, and Beastmaster is just one of those guys that are really good at it. General has been pretty impressive as well in his past performances. His Bat Riders have been outstanding. You see a ban here, you know, a little nod to his direction as well. And we have a Beastmaster now. I wouldn't say it's the same thing, but it is a solo pin down hero, a self-sustainable, self-reliant hero. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. And wow, that's something not seen so often. Wind Ranger in 2017. Ooh. She did get some crazy buffs though. Especially if you're thinking about mid lane. I don't know if this is a mid lane Wind Ranger. Power Shot now does 420 damage to the first target. So it's that's a pretty high amount of burst damage for a one-on-one situation. So I wouldn't sneeze at it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a mid-thug Wind Ranger for the Finem squad. The matchup versus Shadow Fiend should be decent if Finem get another kind of supporty hero to offer a little bit of extra help. They can do some serious work with Wind Ranger, especially amplified by the haze of the Slardar. You can tear through people easily. And now with the Chem, it's starting to come together. Like, they will have the bulk on the front lines for someone like Wind Ranger to sit back and focus fire those structures, but they're trying to challenge NaVi in the early game after NaVi pick up an Undying, which is always pretty tough.
You know, I'm a fan of Navi. It's like a public thing, the knowledge kind of thing. But Undying is where I draw the line, yo.
No longer a fan.
Not a fan of the draft. But hey, they say real fans stick to the stick with them to the end. We'll see. I don't know, man. I can't. What are you thinking?
A reasonable hero went with Shadow Fiend. Like, you just want to have someone in front of the Shadow Fiend. You want to be able to mess with the Slaughter and the Darkseer as much as you can. It's a very difficult hero to deal with, to gank as a Chen, just because you have so much HP. It is a okay hero right now for Navi as far as their Protect the Shadow Fiend plan. The problem I see is that Finem have a very similar plan with Protect the Wind Ranger, and I think they can do it just as well as Navi, if not perhaps even better, because of their ability to push earlier with the Chen.
Do we see a Madara Slock here?
5 seconds remaining.
Possible?
It is definitely not the worst pick. Yeah,
good against Beastmaster, good against Rubik, almost immune to Undying, you can almost say. I don't know how a Navi are gonna fit this Undying into their draft though. It's not looking convincing right now. I don't know. Darkseer and Wind Ranger are not heroes you kill with Undying, so I'm having doubts, like lots of doubts. And I don't know. Maybe it's just me and Undying not working out, because whenever I cast an Undying game, it always fails. So here's me shrugging. Oh, there's the Juggernaut.
You always give Undying not enough credit. Necrophos for Finem. That's
this is a very Finem draft. Completely not meta. Somehow works. Never know. Chen is something I'm actually really excited to see because of how powerful some of the ancients are now. I mean, well, they've been kind of powerful, but you know, now they're better. With Helm of the Dominator, Chen has that power spike where he can, I'm not sure if I'm right about this, he can either get more creeps or he can actually skip some levels in the convert and tech into more penitence or damage, because he already gets the extra creep kind of thing. I don't know how to say it.
With Helm?
Yeah, with Helm.
Yeah, I mean, usually you just want to get the you should just get the Holy Persuasion anyway, especially when you're going up against an Undying, you're going up against a Beastmaster, you're going to be pressured, so like sitting back and trying to farm as the Chen, probably not really what they want. What Finem do have though is just a crap ton of sustained. Like, they have the Necrophos pick now, they have the Chen Hand of God, obviously. Darkseer should be going towards a mechanism type build. And Navi's damage output, it's very slow, it's very consistent, which is, I guess, kind of nice. They have the double auras from the Beastmaster and Shadow Fiend. Undying is going to help a lot with his amplification through the Decay and through the Flesh Golem. But can you actually like burst down a Necrophos or burst down a Wind Ranger before substantial help comes in? These heroes from Navi, I'm not really sure if that's in the cards. They'll need a really heavy hitter from their last pick if they're going to do that.
They need someone that can survive a Slaughter Darkseer. That's what's worrying. And yeah, Luna is one of those heroes that is decent with the Rubik, I would say. Decent with the Rubik.
It's an adequate combo, but you're going up against a Darkseer, so
Darkseer and
you
Slaughter.
will need a lot.
It's very likely to be Darkseer Slaughter, because Necrophos is a hero that can deal with the lane himself. Like, so I'm slightly worried for Navi's laning. We'll see how it works. Maybe they smoke level 1 and get someone. Could be cool. But I'm still failing to see how the Undying fits into everything. I need to ask a pro as to why Undying is a good hero.
Dude, I've already told you why Undying is a good hero. I'm kind of with you though that in this scenario, I would rather not have an Undying on my team if I was Navi. If they can really get going aggressively, find a couple of kills, then the snowball from Navi is going to be really hard to stop. Wind Ranger, who's underfarmed, Chen, who's not going to have steady access to creeps. If Navi really get going on the snowball route, it can make the Undying a lot more powerful. But that is kind of difficult to actually put together, so I'm not really sure if that's in the cards for Navi. It is going to be kind of a coin toss there, but I do like the Luna pick. Like, you're going up against, yes, a lot of damage, but hey, Luna has a lot of magic damage as well. You do need that burst from Eclipse if you're going to cut through the heals of the Necrophos and the Chen quickly and reasonably, so It's definitely not the worst pick in the world, but it has its weaknesses. You're going up against a Darkseer who's usually pretty good. Against the Luna, you're going up against a lot of single target minus armor physical damage, so Luna may struggle against that from the Wind Ranger, who's going to outrange her as well. It's not exactly a perfect game to be Pycat Luna.
Oh, NaVi smoke not working out as they crawl up the high ground. But they will exert some dominance here and maybe contest this rune. But they don't have heroes on the other sides of them, so I don't know if they will be able to get a 3 rune advantage here. It's gonna be close. They're gonna try and fight for this anyway. They got Luna here, so they have General, Luna, and a Rubik. How much firepower is that? It's not enough.
It's enough.
Oh, it's enough. Okay. They're frightened. And it looks like it will be a 3 rune advantage. Dandy, does he go for the bounty rune or does he go for the body block? Body block it is. I think it's more important for the Shadow Fiend, so this bounty rune ignored. Wow. So Arman's gonna get that one. So it's a 3 rune advantage here for NaVi. GG.
Literally can no longer win for Finem.
So is it Biver or Biver?
I'm actually not sure. No one has told me that one is wrong. I call him Biver.
Okay.
I don't know if that's right, but no one has corrected me so far, so I'm assuming that's right.
Oh, they're giving it to Pycat.
But it looks like Pycat's actually going to slide down to the bottom lane. I mean, they could have seen this one coming from a mile away. It's like, oh, hey, the Darkseer and the Slaughter in this off lane. The Generals will have an exceedingly average time in this lane. He'll still be able to get an okay amount of CS. He can go to the jungle pretty easily, but Iron Shell pushing him in is something that Beastmaster really struggles up against.
Yeah, he's got a pack of tangles and a salve to tide him through it a little bit for now. But I'm interested in this middle lane because you already see this Chen doing this, and Dandy is like, can't I have a good lane for once? And it seems to be the trend actually. A lot of teams have focused ganking Dandy, focus on really messing his lane at the start, making things hard for him. And Madara versus the Rubik Luna might actually be kind of rough on him, although Luna is taking quite a bit of creep damage here.
Should get a little bit better once Chen decides to arrive. Just pressuring Pycat and Biver once or twice. Thug not quite there yet, but he is bullying both Dendi and Arman. I mean, yeah, you can bully Dendi like as a player, but you're also just going up against a Shadow Fiend, so you can just do that and make sure his soul count is down. It is kind of going to be a static lane phase for a really great portion of these Finem lanes, since top lane it's kind of tied up in a dual lane. I suppose M&T can leave, but not really towards bot. He won't really be able to help that much there, so it's going to be up to the Chen to make pretty much all the rotations. And spending his first persuasion on a Wild Wing for a Tornado is a rather slow way of going about that.
Yeah, it's a trade-off. You know, you trade your harassment for farm. But Arman steals the opposing bounty rune, and the Darkseer gets it and takes it in return. So bounty runes make these roaming heroes a little bit more effective. General in trouble. Maybe next time. Got the crush ready, and there's Skylock there. Surrounds him with the Iron Shell, and that should be first blood. Oh, he salves in time. He might. Yeah, he's not getting out of this. Yeah, maybe next time. And
Arman arrives, but I don't think an Undying is enough damage for this.
Oh, meanwhile, solo kill. Oh, no, not a solo kill. Okay, Chen with the double damage. Okay, so they dive the tower, and Tug nearly lost his life as well. And then, like I said, you know, just really pinning Dandy down in the early phase seems to be their plan for a lot of teams. And he actually was winning the lane, Dandy, in terms of CS, if you're looking at that.
Yeah, just by a narrow margin. Thug's just gonna juice back up with the Shrine, and he'll be just fine. And I think, like, yeah, losing 2 heroes, including the Shadow Fiend, is not good times for the NaVi squad. But I think to add insult to injury, like looking at the bottom lane, Pycat and Biver just got their asses handed to them by Madara. Like, Madara is trading against 2 heroes very, very evenly without any help. Baron is in the middle of nowhere, so he might be in a little bit of trouble here. But
he misses the stun.
Yeah, Arman's gonna cut him off. He's dead.
Yeah, and there you go. The zombies here claims his life. Pycat picks that one up. That's gonna be big for him. Pycat getting a kill this way, especially in that off lane. Every kill is extra tasty. And Dandy is back up on the CS board again because of Shadow Fiend being Shadow Fiend.
Just Shadow Fiend things. Fall behind in CS, just drop a little bit of extra mana there, double raise the creep wave, and you're right back in it.
Even snipes
the
wagon.
Madara. Is that a kill? I think so.
Yeah. Do they have a lift? No, they don't. The new Ghost Shroud on Necrolite is just so good. Oh, Necrophos is so good on him.
Heals him for.
I mean, every hero that got
immune.
2 spells combined into one is gonna be a lot better, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's that also. But it makes you immune to a great portion of the threat here. You gotta watch out for the extra magic damage. Like right now, they just spend all the magic
be in
damage.
trouble
Doesn't have
now.
the
He's
shroud,
got his
though.
Ghost Shroud again. Oh, they blast him with the with thing, and then now they have another Lucent Beam though. So Pycat picks up another kill, and that's the problem with the Necrolite, is that his laning phase is very iffy, especially when especially when he gets piled on. Yeah, but then again, if you bring Slaughter down, it's not gonna be much better anyway. And I think General's oh no, that Iron Shell did not work out how it that Iron Shell from Skylock was looking for the Slaughter, but in the end put it on the Beastmaster. Might even help him jungle better. Oh, he kills his own boar. Oops. But yeah, he's gonna help him jungle, so General's gonna be happy. But Dendi dies again. Oh no. The Satyr coming in with the Dugan. So another big kill there, not even needing the Shackle shot for that one.
Now they're looking at General.
He's got a bird.
There is a crush here. There is a shockwave.
Yeah,
He killed the bird. I think they just got General.
Oh, the lift away.
Almost.
And another Sonic Boom in 3 seconds, but I think Slaughter's fast enough for that one. Up, and the crush comes out. They get a kill. And again, this really notorious dual lane of Slaughter and Darkseer just really working out for them. Pycat forced to reinforce this lane. They're coming in. They're diving in for Biver on that Rubik. He's in trouble here. Gets punched down by the neutral creeps, and Pycat really looking for a return kill here. Something. Skylock getting beamed out. Doesn't get the channel up that surge in time, but I think he will be able to bail out. And yeah, that's going to be a wasted rotation. They're trying to chase down the Chen, but he's got boots. He's going to scoot away on his Rhino. So overall, a big win for Finem, and a lot of wasted time for NaVi.
Yeah, they bring everyone up there. Like, Finem get away with the kills, and that's a win in and of itself. They draw every single hero away from the Necrophos, who's had an okay time so far, but not really what a Necrophos wants. So they give him a free time to get level 6, get a little bit of extra cash there. Thug, pretty much the exact same situation over in the mid lane. Dendi even started to go towards that north lane as well. So just 3 heroes worth of movement, and NaVi have to scramble every single hero they have in order to get, what, 1 return kill? They got 1 return kill, right?
They got a neutral kill. They didn't get a kill.
Yeah, that was not really what they want to have happen. So Finem, just with the small play, get themselves a ton of space around the map. And this isn't even when they're supposed to be at their most dangerous. They're supposed to be like going for a couple of lane ganks here and there with the Chen, but going that deep behind tier 2s, trying to kill off enemies, while at the same time giving Madara and Thug space, that is so much more than this draft should be doing right now.
Yeah. Well, that's the aggressive play of a Chen, and with their Darkseer as well. General just cannot catch a break. He is trying so hard, and he even gets scythed down, so that's extra death time for him. So feels bad, man.
It's not as bad as one patch ago, only a couple seconds extra. It's not a super high level anyway, so it's not like he's going to be out of commission for too long, but it is going to be a problem moving forward if they can't get their roar up on the Beastmaster, and if NaVi can't regain tempo. Because then you'll just have Finem walking all over you, and you'll just be forced to defend every single time, and that's not where NaVi's draft wants to be. They want to be knocking on the towers. They don't want to be knocked into their own tower.
It looks like that's gonna be out of the question as Slaughter's about to get his corrosive haze. Here comes a NaVi with TP in. Madara is gonna see that it's Undying and laugh at that. See? He was running and then he saw that it was Undying and he turned back. Like, Undying. Yeah. I'm a hater, yo.
You are. And the Undying is having a rough time here. I don't think this is really a good situation for Undying to be in. Again, he'll be at his strongest in this scenario should NaVi have gotten a good start. I would call this start anything but good, so he's pretty much relegated just to be like kind of a backup supporty pseudo healer role. I'm not even sure if I'm comfortable calling him that.
Oh, Skylock in trouble. There's the Eclipse though. He gets beamed and nice hit in the KS from Viper. I guess it was warranted. You know, don't want to escape in the trees and
they found our men.
The kill. Yeah, they lose the Undying again. There is a Tombstone that's gonna feed 125 gold over. Dendi looking for his race there, but he gets corrosive hazed up. And I think these creeps got it, but Tug slices him right with an arrow. And General's going to try and farm this one up. It's a big kill to get. He gets 86 gold. Biver in trouble. Gets shackled up. Wind Ranger. Power shot. Going to miss completely though. The Mud Golem doesn't have a shot in 3 seconds. So not going to be able to turn that one into a follow-up. But Spartan taking quite a bit of damage here from the creeps. But he has that headdress and the Glove of Haste. So the Helmet Dominator coming up here. The Alpha Wolf got to go down. A little bit of Miss Micro going on there. But they do get the tower. And NaVi starting to crumble in this early game.
Yeah, this is not where this draft really wants to be.
To the game.
Welcome back, Lucifer. But, I mean, they don't even have their mech yet. Skylark is only working with the headdress, chainmail, not even a buckler. So, like, this isn't really the timing where Adpino are supposed to be pushing tier 2s. But again, because their start has been so great, they can afford to make plays like this. Like, what do they actually have to fear? Roar was used in that kind of bottom river fight. It did nothing. Tombstone is very easily dealt with. If Adpinem are actually all there, they can very easily focus it down. And Slaughter, the support, MNT, 10 minutes in, has a Blink Dagger. Like, they have all the cards right now, Adpinem, and they have their eyes on a Luna.
It's unfair to say that Slaughter is a support in this game. He was as much off-laner.
Okay, that's fair.
He was as much an off-laner as the Darcy was. If anything, the Beastmaster has been a support, given how much he has gotten out of this game. But that's unfair to say too. But then again, the Blink Dagger was debuted and then Pycat goes down. This game is just all over the place now. That early pressure from Chen just made this game so difficult for them to deal with. They're gonna try and pick on Madara again, but he's got TP support and he's got threats. I don't know if they can kill him. Okay.
I'm not even sure if it was like the early game of the Chen as much as just Darkseer. This top lane got absolutely dumpstered from the
mid got
squad.
crushed
like,
because of Chen as well. So
yeah, I mean, there's
all three.
Pretty much everything got crushed for like a multitude of reasons. But yeah, the tower on top lane dropped like 6 minutes in or something crazy like that. It's not supposed to be happening with the Darkseer, but just like Ion Shell pressure and a Beastmaster against that matchup is not really good times. And now we see like everyone converging on this NaVi top half map. Armen is in trouble.
Blink forward, power shot to fly as well. Armen deploys the Tombstone, gets back in. Maybe he gets out of there. Nope, the Corrosive Haste, too good, and he feeds 125 over. 150 now to Skylark. I don't know, Mike. I'm not seeing the Undying.
Hey, you looking at this sample size of this game, no one's doing well on NaVi, so you can't say that Undying's a bad hero when everyone on NaVi.
Hey, but you've been with me. You've been with me with all the games that we casted of Undying, and none of them have won. I feel okay, maybe one of them won, but none of them have won. Most of them don't win.
I think you just have a really short-term memory. You're not remembering the games where Undying just dumpsters everyone. This is definitely not one of those games, and it probably won't be one of those games.
Maybe it's the thing with me and Undying. If I'm casting a game with Undying, the Undying loses. So teams have to watch out, you know. Casters are part of the draft too. Got the caster curse and all that.
Yeah, don't draft Undying with Lysander watching. You're gonna lose. They're gonna go for Roche, and with the haze, it should be pretty quick, although it seems like they forgot to apply it. NaVi maybe take down tier 2 in the meantime?
Yeah.
Even if they take down a tier 2 though, they've already lost top and mid in its entirety.
Oh, blink forward. They jump on RMN. He's just stunned up right now. There's Corrosive Haze on him. Dandy. Gonna peace out. Going straight for a Sanch and no, Dragonlance. Okay, whoops. Going straight for the Dragonlance, so they should be able to get out of here in time. Oh no, they found Pycat. The lift comes out. There's no Corrosive Haze just yet. They will actually steal the Amplifier damage and then the Crush. Very well done there from Biver. Gets the turn around there on the Slaughter and even getting a nice little stun in return. So using the stolen Amplify and then stealing the Crush and then crushing Slaughter after that. So great bonus damage there and a nice pickup.
Pretty sure they also burst killed him so that the Hand of God and Mechanism, which were both used, didn't actually heal him. I may be wrong about that, but either way, MNT expected a lot more backup from his team, but blinked in just a little bit too far. They needed the Chen creeps there to ensure that the Eclipse wouldn't just destroy them in that engagement, but all the healing was used. None of the healing actually hit him, so yeah, it was a little bit too aggressive from MNT, but he's back because, you know, it's only 13 minutes in, so he'll be right back in there with the Blink Dagger, and they could try to make it happen correctly in just a little bit, because these bottom lane structures are not long for this world. Can NaVi actually fight around this? Level 3 Tombstone, if they get like a roar on someone out of position, maybe like MNT right now, this is not where a Slaughter wants to be.
A little birdie told me you were hiding in the trees. Oh, Windrunner bails him out with the power shot, and he immediately force-stars himself down, or rather, someone forced him down. The Windrunner. Oh no, was it Windrunner? Necro forced him down.
Yeah, Necro.
Yeah.
Well, they've drawn the Tombstone out though. I'm not really sure if that was like a mistake or a genius play from MNT to try to pull out that Tombstone, but it worked out really well for them in the end. They don't lose the Slaughter, they get rid of the Tombstone, they get a tower, and they can keep going.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, Slaughter's going forward again. Dendi is invisible though, so this could be a nice little chance to get a big Requiem off onto the enemy. Yeah, he's going to start. He's going to do it. There's the vacuum though. He's running out of teammates. Better start it now. Dendi. Where's the Requiem? There's a good crush from Biver. Where's the Fate Ball as well? They get the razors, but the heals coming out from Chen just keeping everyone up. Tug just bailing everyone out of there with the heals, and Madara gonna get surrounded there. Gets beamed down by Pycat, so a couple of buybacks coming out from Na'Vi. They will get another crush. This crush is just really stretching the distance there out of the value. And Biver getting another kill for his team. 4 heroes down for Finem. Overdive, you could say. Look at that team fight recap. 1 buyback from Undying, so worked out for them.
That was, as you said, just Finem going a little bit too far. The Luna Eclipse was able to catch a couple of heroes with no creep support at all, so that only did hero damage. The wall was only used on the Undying, which is... that was the wall vacuum, actually. Both used on the Undying, which is not even a hero you really are excited to get a illusion of anyway, so that was pretty much irrelevant. And they focused like everything into going past the tower, and then they just got blindsided from the south side from both Luna and Shadow Fiend. Invis Rune definitely doing a lot of work there for the SF, but I'm not really sure if they can count on it to happen again. Finem, they'll just need a couple seconds to recharge this Chen army. Looks like he's pretty much there. He's gotten himself another 4 staff for the team, and Finem, they're not done. Like, they're gonna absorb that loss, yes, but they still have the Aegis. Nothing really has changed here for the Finem game plan.
Oh yeah, the Aegis wasn't popped there. The Wind Ranger getting scarier and scarier. It's got the Maelstrom. You call it the best item in the game. Got a Blink Dagger as well. So we're gonna be able to land those nicely angled shackles, and you can see Na'Vi just giving up the tier 2 right off the bat, and that means shrines are vulnerable.
Tier 2 bottom lane dropping also means tier 3 bottom lane is vulnerable. I'm not really sure if they can make this work unless they get a great team fight. All eyes on MNT.
Oh, nearly made the plays. Nearly. But they lose both Centaurs, and they bait out the Tombstone. They traded tier 1 for tier 2s. They should retreat for shrines now. That's going to be Navi's map vision going down the drain. So, yeah, the Might Golem is being annoying, but that's about it.
This shrine's going to fall. The other one should fall shortly. General's been pushing up towards top lane. He has a level 2 book very soon whenever the courier gets out there, so he's not going to have an irrelevant amount of damage. But it just seems like getting Beastmaster pickoffs is... Like, how are you supposed to do that? In order to do that, you have to separate the enemy team or wait for them to separate themselves, and then you jump in on a 1v1 basis. I'm not really sure if Finem are ever going to be, like, on that 1v1 basis, because they're just always ready to 5-man. That's pretty much exactly what they geared their comp up for. There's a ton of healing, a ton of auras, and just run into the enemy base.
Alright. Skylark. Still building towards... Is it a casual cloak, or is he going to build Grease first?
Pipe
Slaughter looking for a target. He goes up to the high ground and he just fogs Na'Vi for a split second, and General was actually looking for a crush. And maybe next time actually does juke them accidentally. Oh nope, the shackles are going to miss.
He's a haste.
Still have the... No Aegis anymore. Okay, that's a TP. Changes his mind.
No one expends anything serious, and no one gains anything, so no big deal for either side. Except for the fact that Na'Vi are going to lose a chance to kill off the enemy Slardar. They lose their last shrine. And if you want to know like what Finem's game plan is, just look at what this Chen is building. Like, I think that really says it all.
No. What's he building?
Yeah, they just want to win with right now. Like, he's building a Dagon.
Is he oh yeah, he is. Oh man. Is that classified as a meme build?
I don't know. I mean, if
I
it
forget
was
you can see what
in a,
heroes are building now.
it's in a really good spot here though, this Dagon.
Yeah.
There is
someone
no
up.
null field yet up on the Rubik. I guess there's a BKB on the Shadow Fiends, so I guess that makes it slightly weaker, but you know that you have all this advantage. You might as well try to push it just by getting more kills.
It could. He's gonna be a laughing stock if they end up throwing the game though.
Not really. Like, you can still function perfectly as a Chen with or without the Dagon. Like, otherwise it would be
Aghanims.
a little bit towards an Aghanim Scepter instead, which is good, but and
it's a big deal. Stealing one
I'm
of the
pretty sure
Thunder
this
Hides.
Dagon is going to get him enough gold to make it worth it.
We'll see. But I like it too. It's not that I hate it. I think I like it a lot. But getting one of the Thunder Hides is as good as getting a drum, because the passive of the Thunder Hide is a drum, and the active, the Frenzy, is insane. It's like half a moonshot or something.
That's not that good with their team.
Yeah, it's not that great with the team.
I guess the Golem though is the health.
Golem's good.
Can't say no to that.
The new creep it's not great actually. The new creep, it's a little bit hard to use.
I think it dies too quickly.
Yeah.
In like a base push scenario, it's like a Granite Golem just never dies. It gives all your guys auras. The last creep is just like a pure DPS creep. The Ancient Prowlers is what they're called. I just know them as the purple creeps. That's all I know about them. They're purple.
And they have a root and a
Yeah, I mean, I know what they do, but I don't. I actually had no idea what they were called. Now they're Prowlers.
Alright. Navi, smoke up, look for a pick. AF are not going to give them any opportunities. It does look like we are going to be chilling. No push
You
here.
have the pipe just picked up on the Darkseer, so Eclipse and Requiem going to be slightly decreased in power level. They just picked up their Aghanim Scepter on the Necrophos as well, so pretty balanced cooldown on that one. If they can just get like one hero picked off with the Scythe, then the doors are wide open. Alternatively, go for Roche because you have Corrosive Haze and you can make short work of it with the Wind Ranger.
Alright, you know the Corrosive Haze thing? I saw someone in chat actually asking what it was, so I'm not the only one that was, initially confused.
Bash of the Deep and Guardians Sprint.
Yeah.
You renamed it because they decided to. I don't know why, but they'll take Roshan, and Thug is very close to an Aghanim Scepter. They can push right now, but I think waiting 700 gold for that Ags on Wind Ranger might just be worth it.
Yeah, that thing packs a huge punch, and now that she has the invisibility rune, she will be able to maybe scout out a nice target, bypass all the vision from the Beastmaster. Gotta really give it to NaVi though. They have managed to match the net worth of the Wind Ranger and stayed out of trouble for the past few minutes, so pretty handy play so far.
They're getting a decent amount of farm right now. Dendi is, with that BKB after that Lance, gonna go for a Butterfly. I'm not really sure the chances of him actually completing that item by the time this next push hits, but Pycot's got the Helm, he's got the Manta Style, so he has some defensive tools of his own. BKB might actually be completed by the time this next push comes, so NaVi are doing what they need to, and Finem are kind of letting them. Like, they're not really making any hugely aggressive plays towards the NaVi base.
Get an Aghanims, friend. This will turn the tide. They have no BKBs. Get them.
Luna?
Yeah.
That's a great way to lose the game, I think.
You're a hater.
I am. It's
Undying got a
true.
Midas, so if he gets an Ags, I can see something happening. 10th strength. I remember watching this pub game with Sing Sing where he got it by 15 minutes because he had an insane game, and that was pretty fun to watch.
I'm pretty sure
I think he still
fun
lost
to
the game,
watch
though.
doesn't equate to viable. Like, what is viable is Finem pushing right now with the Aghanim Scepter on Wind Ranger. Are they close to anything else? They're 700 away from a blink on Darkseer, 200 away from a blink on Necrophos. That
birdie
is
spots
worth waiting
them.
for as well.
Alright, the Slaughter showed that bird. I'll show you. Vivor's got Iron Shell. Not the greatest spell to steal here. Good for split push, but not really good for anything else. Dandy is going straight for Butterfly. I can get behind that.
I'm not really sure. The Talisman Evasion is going to have some nice value right now. Wind Ranger, I guess, but there again isn't really that much right-clicking going on from the Finem squad. Yeah, Butterfly is great for the Darkseer wall. Like, if the Shadow Fiend gives up a replicate, then his illusions are going to be hitting pretty hard. I'm not really on board with this, but it may not even matter because if they lose the Raxes right now, then I'm not really sure if Butterfly is going to be in the cards at all. Thug, he has the low cooldown, spammable.
Forced off another horse. Oh, they got him with the Slaughter this time, and they start with the Reaper Scythe. Not the best combination of spells though. Then he pops the BKB and he will have a chance to actually fight it back. They have the Sanctuary, he heals them up. The ultis were wasted. The BKB was as well. But yeah. They do get the tower though. So that's the tower down. Gonna focus fire the Rex.
Focus fire again.
Oh wow. Wow. Where'd my Rex go? Oh, they roll the Wind Ranger. They're gonna go for it. No Aegis. Still has the Aegis. One more bullet. Yep, gets it. They lose the Wind Ranger, so they might Requiem on top of her. Execution. Nope. Eclipse starts immediately, but he blinks away. Slaughter is there. Dandy releases the Requiem. The Slaughter walks right into that one. He gets blown up. Tug in trouble. The Reaper Scythe will get the Luna. It's cooled down already. 30 more seconds more. Madara gonna run away from that one. He'll TP away. Does he get out in time? The Razor's not gonna be anywhere close, but they do get the Wind Ranger. Two other heroes. They get their Luna Scythe down, and they lose melee Rex. So I don't know if that's a good fight for Na'Vi at all, but they do get some kills.
Healing from Finem is a little bit on the, let's say, iffy side. Hand of God was not used there. Chen somehow found himself in the front of that engagement, which isn't really supposed to be happening. They're still getting some serious value, though, out of just having a Darkseer with a pipe and a mechanism. Still no Guardian Greaves just yet, but that's fine. It is probably worth it for them. Melee Rax down, range Raxes usually fall not too soon after that, and Navi's defense is gonna get them some kills. Maybe Butterfly is actually gonna be purchasable in this game, but still Finem, they have all the momentum. They just need Spartan to get a couple more creeps. Do you have any on the map? I don't see them. Yeah, so it's gonna take him a little while to get more guys, but Finem can go to a different lane now.
Yeah, Madara actually picks up the eggs, you know, even after the removal of the buyback to block. You know, reduces the cooldown by a significant amount. You look at the cooldown at level 3, it's a 25-second cooldown. You can almost get that twice in a fight for sure. Pretty big deal.
Roshan 550. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how Na'Vi changed from like a constant defending state to an actual offensive state. They do have a smoke on the Beastmaster. It's gone for... Does he have level 3 book on the Courier? No, it's just 2 and a Vlad's. Okay. So they decided to go for the Vlad's. That's reasonable. They probably do need to smoke gank someone if they want to actually turn this around into a position where they could be on the offensive. Otherwise, they're just constantly defending. In buybacks, I guess you'll have a slight advantage in that regard, but it's not really substantial enough to put the pressure back onto Finem in any substantial way.
Well, I'm not sure what's happening here. Slaughter. A little bit of PC problems. But yeah, the score is 13-11, but Pycat's top of the net worth.
Pycat's been farming.
Yeah, he's been
got Man Style, Luna.
So someone needs to go to the bathroom. So the score at Finem, they got a Rex, but because of all that 5 manning, they actually haven't been farming that well. You look at the net worth advantage, they only got 3,000 on top of that, and with a melee Rex up and 2 shrines, you usually should be richer than 3,000. So either Navi's been doing some serious farming, or Finem has been spending too much time ganking, and actually they don't really have a conventional carry apart from Thug. So, and Thug's not even a conventional carry, so they can actually get out carried pretty heavily here in this game if they fail to end early.
They still
it's
have
very
the
possible.
tempo though.
Yeah, they have the
They still
tempo,
have-
but they have to really capitalize. If they sit on this or they lose 1 or 2 big fights, give away a Roche, NaVi can easily out-carry these guys because they don't have a lot of firepower on them.
Right-click damage-wise, there's just no comparison between what NaVi have and what Finem have. You invest into a Chen, you invest into it. I guess you could say Necrophos as well.
Smoke was spotted. Smoke was spotted, so NaVi might be walking into a trap here. They deploy the bird.
Let's see if this healing is actually going to work this time for Finem. Wards.
Oh, they drop a nice observer ward. They see the entire group here, but Skylark immediately blinks forward there. There's the Reaper's Scythe. Immediately, Beastmaster out of the fight with that Dagon on Chen. And Madara might have put himself into harm's way there. The Force Staff will push himself down to the low ground. The BKB on Pycat is down. The Lucent Beam will keep him there. But the wall so far not doing well. Oh, Dandy gonna get glimmered up, but there's still the Corrosive Haze on him. He's not gonna escape this one. RMN gonna be able to port out in time. But NaVi lose 2. Skylark getting the jump on those guys. Really, really big deal. The Shackle Shot not gonna latch there from Tug. But again, doors wide open. There is buyback for NaVi. Will they have to buy back here? Yes, they will. The lift up here from the Rubik. Yeah, just force out the
That's where
buyback
the
and
tempo
Beastmaster.
comes from
Yeah.
for Finem. They massacre a team fight. They have another Scythe available. If they had just a little bit more mana on, you know, the Wind Ranger, who's currently tapped out, the Darkseer perhaps needs a little bit more as well. They could have just kept on beating into those towers, and it would have been reasonably quick with the Wind Ranger focus fire. But you know, just getting Scythe kill after Scythe kill, forcing those resources out of NaVi, that's what keeps Finem in the lead. And that fight is obviously a win for Finem, but they were also able to pull out that buyback on the Beastmaster. They keep landing Scythes. They will be able to put themselves into a much better position moving forward.
Dagon working out.
And then Roshan might be respawning soon as well. If they are able to get that, then go for an immediate push afterwards, then NaVi are going to be in a really bad spot. It's not going to respawn for a while.
So Roshan gonna keep things interesting. If you guys just tuning in, this is the Star Series Season 3. We are gonna have a NaVi special for today. Got 4 NaVi games in a row. This is the first one, NaVi vs Finem. 2 games, and then we'll have 2 more against Secret after that. So NaVi's got a long road ahead for themselves. Really don't want to start off on a bad foot, but they seem to be against Finem's rather unorthodox draft.
Yeah, it's not like cookie cutter, but it's not like cheese either.
Yeah, it's not cheese. It's very Finem. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
Very green.
just slightly different. A little bit of flair there with the, you know, Necrophos, Wind Ranger, Chen kind of push sustain combination, I guess. I don't know if that's the best way to call it, but yeah, still they're just gonna camp out for Roche. They know that it should be up soon. Is that Roche 3? Or Roche 2?
Roche 2. I think.
They're- Okay. Well, either way, it does seem like an Aegis is almost assured for them. There's level 3 Eclipse, level 3 Requiem by this time.
And BKB for Wind Ranger.
The possibility for NaVi to crash that party, but it's going to be a little risky walking into the Wall of Replica AoE in that.
Oh, they lift up
Necro.
the Necro. That's big. They got him with the Eclipse as well. Oh, it's the Amplifier on Chen. That's a big kill to get. This is tier 2, and it buys some time for NaVi to get their footing. Definitely gonna be happy with that pick off. And if Roshan respawns now, no, he won't respawn.
There's
before
going to be
Necro.
there's going to be an awkward amount of downtime between Roshan respawning and Pycat having another Eclipse ready. It's like 30 seconds, something like that. So that kill on Necrophos is very nice for them as far as getting that tier 2 tower down is concerned. It may or may not hurt them in this Roche fight, though. If yeah, it's really expensive in that regard.
But it's a
They
big
may
kill.
just not be able to contest Roche anymore.
Oh, we'll see. It's 80 seconds on cooldown, and it looks like AF are having problems. I think
Chen have his army still? What is Chen's? Does Chen have like 1 siege catapult and that's it?
it's pretty sad.
Chen does need some time to rearm his army.
I think he's afraid to
has-
venture out with
well,
NaVi just constantly.
No, he has his army actually. He has it. It's in the
Fountain.
Roshan area. So yeah, he's good to go still. Necrophos should be able to respawn, get to this area, and Na'Vi, if they decide to fight with Eclipse, without Eclipse, yeah, it's gonna be pretty rough for them. They will have another roar at least, so there's that.
I mean, it's gonna do minimal damage with all the Chen creeps soaking up all the beams too, though.
Yeah, there's that to consider, but I mean, you need all of your tools in the fight at this stage if you're Na'Vi, even if some of the beams may not hit the heroes.
Pyket spots an illusion rune. That's gonna be pretty nice for a Luna to get. I think Slaughter's gonna say no.
Yeah,
But
you can just blink and grab it.
Is he bold enough though? He doesn't see any of the Radiant here, the Dire heroes.
Do they see?
Yeah, he
Oh,
doesn't
they're
see.
right outside the AoE actually.
He only sees Luna.
Surfboard.
Could be dangerous for him to do it. We'll see if he's ballsy enough.
Well, he has full duration of sprint ready. He has a 4-staff. I mean, it's just an illusion rune, so it's not really like the end of the world. Skylark's pinging it. He
He's like,
pings the.
"Do you
the Luna."
risk it?"
He's definitely going for it. There's no way he's not going for this.
Okay.
It's MNT. We gotta remember that it's MNT who's looking at this illusion rune right now.
Yep. He sees.
Like, this is the guy who dives tier 3s to kill couriers. And gets it.
And gets out. Not all the time.
Yeah.
Does he get out?
Some of the time. Even if he doesn't get out, I mean, those plays are worth it.
Alright. Skylark's got some pretty basic items. What else? Chen, that Dagon. It's really just glaring.
Probably used it like once at this point.
I'm really
Really
excited for this
disappointingly
Undying
low
now,
usage.
actually. I like to change my tune. RMN actually got himself a Midas, the 90 gold per minute talent. Solar Crest, and he's got quite a bit of money coming his way too, so things could get interesting. Although he's buying something boring like drums, so can't say I agree with that. If it's not eggs, it's just not right. It's not right.
He probably would have bought a Vlad's if it wasn't already on general. But going for these kind of utility or supporty items on Undying is pretty standard stuff. Is there any like crazy item here? I don't think so. I mean, you could try to get like I don't know, like a halberd or something for Wind Ranger or something. That's
She has BKB
seems
though. It's not really
mediocre.
worth it.
Yeah, because of the BKB. Pipe? Is there a pipe on the team?
Pipe
Couple
is decent.
BKBs already.
Pipe is decent. I think Axe is really decent here. 10th strength per steel, you actually become a threat.
Those like type of utility items, if you can like somehow make any hero from Finem say, "Oh, we got to kill this Undying. He's an issue," then you've pretty much already done your job as Undying.
That's
And if you can stay alive long enough for Flesh Golem to actually do things as far as damage amp is concerned, then you're doing a really good job.
Yeah, and why are they sapping the hype with this DC? DC. Come on.
Oh, we actually have Rubik gunning for an Ags.
I can get behind that. Yeah, he's gonna be gunning for quite a while. So
I don't think he's ever gonna get it because it's
you
a
say
Rubik.
that. He's got 60 gold per minute, yo. So it's $2
true.
a second. Wait, no. Yeah, $2 a second.
I also said that this game might be over by the time Shadowfiend gets his butterfly, and it doesn't seem like that's the case.
You're just really bad at the game, Mike, I think.
I know, I'm terrible.
2K.
Only 500 MMR here, guys.
Hey, I'm 2K, I'm 4 times better.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Incredible amount of skill here.
Can't even draw in the pause.
What else do we have?
Come
It
on,
doesn't
Valve.
seem like there's anything else that's actually in the cards anytime soon. M&T actually can get a plate mail right now.
We can check out
And
effigies.
Shadowfiend
That's
Luna
right.
is a reasonable pick. A Beastmaster as well. But everything else is kind of expensive compared to what these heroes have. Unless there's a Mystic Staff on a courier somewhere. No. No Shivas yet for Necrophos.
We do have Dondo the Superman in the base. We'll look at effigies now, since we are out of stuff to talk.
Ah.
I can't go into like showcase mode anymore.
Showcase mode is... Oh, showcase mode just crashed my game.
Yay, bait it. Alright,
Okay, guys.
I should not click on those then.
Yeah, don't press that. It will.
Hey, he's
crash.
back! Alright, you got baited. We'll see if he picks the
Wait,
illusion
he's back
room.
now? As soon as I crash? Really?
Yeah. Ready.
Okay.
G, let's go. Well, I'm pausing. Maybe next time as he snatch the rune, he does! Like, suck that, Pycat. It rhymes. Alright, so he gets an illusion rune. He laughs in Pycat's face. He gets out of there in time. He's got 2,000 gold. He's going for a Lotus Orb. Can also get behind that. Very good at reflecting all that point target here on the Dire team. Mike Loris is back. Welcome.
I'm back. I wasn't lying. They actually crashed my game with Showcase mode. It's a beginner's trap, I know. They'll just keep sitting in Roche, and I think the only concern here for Finem, I mean, maybe is that they don't have any vision. They're facing up against the Beastmaster, who will have that Hawk, and, well, they already have vision set up there. Also, Wind Ranger not really with the wealth of mana, so Focus Fire is kind of expensive to use when you only have 600 mana, maybe 700 mana total by the time the fight starts.
Ooh, we got a smoke. We're gonna see some action here. General gonna lead the charge there. There's a net to start things off. They're gonna roar onto Madara. Madara gonna get caught by Skylark with the counter initiation. The BKB on Pycat says no to this initiation. Skylark gets pounded by Shadow Fiend. Dandy wrecks him. Now the beam flops down, maybe next time, but a 4-star forward with that Centaur does not actually get the stun across, and in the end the Slaughter will actually get out alive. So they only get Madara, oh no, they actually only get the Darkseer, but now the Undying gets shackled up. There's a push here, BKB on Tug, Dandy gonna get caught out here. Madara is there with the Reaper Scythe. There's the Requiem Assault, the Glimmer Cape saves his life there, but there was a BKB anyway, so there was not gonna be a kill. The Convert coming out here. Madara still chasing with that Ghost, but Pycat is here with his Eclipse. He doesn't have BKB anymore, but the Vacuum into the stomp there. Big plays here from the Darkseer. The buyback on the Undying coming out here. Pycat beaming, still staying alive. The Alpha Wolf is there. The Boar slow things down. Tug still staying alive throughout this fight. General doesn't have a roar for 18 seconds. Maybe next time looking for a crush. And that's going to be the chap here. Iron Man heals up General, keeps him alive. Glimmer Cape, does he stay alive? No, the Maelstrom Lightning takes him down, and now Biver in trouble himself. I hear a Shackle shot. They latch the zombie. He has got Corrosive Haze on him, but so does he also has that Solar Crest. Pycat gonna be missed by that crush. Iron Man drops the Decay on 2 heroes. Gonna top himself up. The Dagon comes out. Chen really wants his life. Pycat deploys the Lunar Illusions. Sanctuary is here. You don't want to fight into that. Tug gets Fate Bolted, gets lifted, doesn't go down because of the Wind Run, and they end up losing Madara, Dandy, and the Beastmaster after that long drawn-out engagement. A buyback again from the Undying though, so it's a little bit sad about that one. But they also have a buyback of Darkseer.
Keep in mind that Thug was working on a mana budget the entire time. He could have casted so much more cooldown-wise if he actually had the mana to do so, and that's kind of the downside of this build. You're going for a lot of damage. You're not going to get a lot of intelligence or mana regeneration or anything like that. So you are going to run out of mana. But he started that off kind of at half, if not less. It would have been so much worse for NaVi if he had just a little bit more. But still, they have themselves quite a nice advantage in that they take the fight, force out a couple buybacks. Will probably grab Roche. It's going to be close, actually. I think they're fine.
Yeah, they got him.
They're good. Cheese and Aegis. Looks like that was Roche 3.
Skylark has got a big initiation he could get. Dandy holding onto that BKB, very disciplined. Oh, they dig on him! Wow! Dandy is out of the count. That Lincoln does not shield it, and what a shackle from that Wind Ranger. Pycat in a lot of trouble. He pops that Manta. Gonna try to keep himself alive. Will that BKB keep him alive? The answer is no. Skylark jumps forward. Madara's right click actually gets him. And with 2 heroes down, Luna without buyback. SF with the buyback, but oh no, I don't know how they can hold the line here. NaVi in trouble. 65 seconds on a cooldown.
They have a minute with no Luna. The cheese, is the cheese still floating around? I don't know where the cheese went.
Maybe on the, on the Necro.
Okay, it's on the Necro. Yeah, I don't know how NaVi actually defend this. This Rax should be going down. Bottom Rax just got pushed naturally.
Oh no, Dandy! That's a Glimmer Cape. Keeps him up. The roar goes on to Skylark. A big decay going out. Skylark taking a lot of damage. The Rays going a little bit weird to the side there. Madara with their Shiva's Guard and Aghanim Scepter, a really tough nut to crack. And they already lost a middle Rex here. Luna's up in 25 seconds, but I don't think Finem's going to give them the time of day. The Dagger, the Axis come across, but Looks like Tug will not be going down. The crush missing there. Another scythe going out. Oh, the Dagon and the Penitence. Madara melts the Undying. 60 seconds on the bench. Dendi trying his best there, but he just keeps getting kited by tough heroes to kill. And another set of Rexes go down. Tug just shreds these bases. Skylark taking a lot of damage. We'll throw those shots out. And I think now we see why the Dagon was picked up by Chen. It was a combo piece.
Everyone.
Yeah, with the Reaper Scythe. Here we go, another one. It's like, I'm ready. Let's pin Dendi, and then we go. Crush, and down he goes. That's GG right there. 123 seconds on the sidelines. NaVi deploys the Eclipse in response. Madara dropping low, but I think he should be okay with the amount of 4 stars. Another big crush for maybe next time. General pops the Ghost Scepter, try and build himself out of there. Chen doesn't have mana for Dagon, but it's okay. They got the illusion. Yeah, the Lunar Illusion killing off his own team, and now the Corrosive Haze. The GG come out from General. Tug kills off the team, and Pycat tries to run away. Is there another Reaper Scythe for him? Nope, another 20 seconds, but yeah, at this point, nothing NaVi can really do. At Finem, just really walk over them with this draft.
Too much success on a kind of global lane scale for the Finem squad. Top lane just worked itself, because Beastmaster really doesn't have what it takes to hold the line for that long up against 2 heroes with Ion Shells, just being a melee hero and no backup. And of course the Chen made that all the worse, bought so much space in the world. I'm not really sure if they had any better way of laning that NaVi, but yeah, the lane just got trashed up towards top, and that kind of made all the other lanes fall apart as well.
Yeah, they could have picked something more defensive, like you said. You know, you talked about having a defensive hero. You know, if you swap out the Undying for a lifesaver kind of hero, maybe it would have worked out better, because they got a lot of things where they got picked off, and the Juggernaut getting banned in the last phase as well. I think they took a little bit too long to pick Juggernaut. I think Juggernaut was the one hero that would have done well against a Darkseer Slaughter. And they waited
like
too long to pick it.
Or something.
Yeah, they took too long to pick it, and then in the end it was banned out in the 5th phase, and that Finem really just cornered NaVi. And well, Luna losing a game, who would have thought? Who would have thought? But that's game number 1. Game number 2 is gonna be coming right up. NaVi versus Finem in this best of 2. Finem lead the score 1-0. Will NaVi equalize, or will they drop 0-2? If you're a NaVi fan, there are more NaVi games coming up. After this series, we'll have a NaVi versus Secret Showdown, so that's going to be exciting as well. Stay tuned for those, and we'll be right back. I'm Lysander, this is Mike Loris. We'll be back with you guys with more Dota action. See you guys in a bit. Much love and Kappa.